Okay, hi Marby. We're standing out right outside of
Is that really what you're gonna say? You would say, "Well, this is Gex, blah blah blah."
Okay, so here we go again. Okay, this is Gex reporting live from CPL Dallas here at Gaylord, Texas. This is the CPL event of CPL events. Back to you, Gex.
Thank you very much. That was a very interesting introduction, I must say. We are sitting here outside of the Gaylord Resort, talking with the Araby from Gamers.nu and your
Nebb.
yeah,
Johan.
yeah, the one and only, I must say, the original style, the man himself. Okay, so just a brief, pretty much a back. How should I say? Status of the tournament. How it went? You guys went into loser bracket, and what happened after that?
Well, what happened was that we had a pretty good start in the tournament. I think we had 2 wins in a row, but then things started to go down for us, and we had to face 3D, Team 3D, American Team 3D pretty early in the games on one of our strongest maps, which is Inferno, but things didn't go as we expected, and it turned out to be a very even game, preferably too even because we had to go into overtime, and after that we basically lost the overtime. It was very unfortunate, but I guess 3D deserved the win, and it was a very tight game, of course.
Okay, what's your view of the same thing?
Well, we started out facing like a Japanese team or something, with which we won pretty easy. And then the second game,
Japanese team?
yeah, I believe so.
Winners of CPL
Or
like that.
four dimension or something like that, which we won pretty convincingly. Then we faced 3D, and we started out really good with a 6-0 lead, and we're not too used to having a good start. We're used to playing a very bad first half and then playing catching up for the rest of the games. Most of the games we won in every tournament have been like that. So, it took 6-0 and then basically lost the remaining rounds. I think we took 7-5. And then CT, we started out averagely, on average. And we had a lot of rounds where we could have finished it. We didn't. We went to overtime, and overtime is pretty much 50-50. So we wasn't on the right side of the coin this day. After that, we went into the loser bracket, and we had a very easy game on a nuke, which it was a walk in the park. And then we played by far our worst map, D-Clan 1 mil, at which we didn't basically know how to play terrorists. We on basically every map we have very strict strategies and very strict tactics, but on Clan Mill is the only map where we as terrorists, we will show basic that we basically said you two go there, you two here, and I'll go here, and that's. So we didn't deserve that win. I think we should have won versus 3D. The Clan Mill game we didn't deserve that win. So that's pretty much what's happened. I'm still kind of devastated, even though we deserved our place here since we won it in Spain. But things didn't went our way this time. Better luck next time, I guess.
Yeah, we wish you luck next time, and I guess that's part of life, actually. But just one of the more standard questions, of course, which everybody wants to know anyways. What do you think about the tournament so far, playing the games and being here at the Gaylord and the... did I say Gaylord? The place is called Gaylord. It's nothing I can do about. What do you think about the tournament, the administration and so on?
Well, it's by far the best tournament I've been to, actually. I would compare it to Esports World Cup, except for the fact that the venue isn't as well prepared for a massive audience during the hot games as Esports World Cup was. But besides that, they have separate secluded areas in the tournament, where the BioC area is secluded from the other areas and so on, with the tournament area and booth area and so on. And it's a very good way of making a venue, of course. I like it a lot, and there's a lot of interaction with the games and the people who work at the events, and well, sometimes you feel like you don't have anything to do, but most of the time you feel like you can do this and that. You can play air hockey. You can try new games that haven't come.
Air hockey?
Yeah, air hockey.
Play that?
Yeah, of course. I actually lose pretty much all the time, but you can only get better by practicing, right?
So if you lose, who wins?
Who wins? Natsu of Destination Skyline, good fella.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not really that good, and besides that, I started sweating all the time, so it's really no good for me. And well, anyway, back to the subject.
We like changing subjects, don't we?
Oh yeah,
Sorry about that. I apologize.
no, it's okay. It's your fault. Anyway, so they got the Nvidia booth is pretty good because they got a lot of games that haven't come out yet, and basically you can try out most of the games on high-end computers, and it's really quite exciting to see what it looks like.
Any examples of games you tried?
Oh, I don't remember the names actually, but I've played a lot of Painkiller, and I actually love it. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, it is. It's quite good. But I assume you also love Quake World or some of the more.
Yeah, I'm actually an old school Quake World player, so that's one.
This is my man. I like that. Good stuff. Yeah, you agree with him?
Property. Yeah, pretty much. Well, except the parts of playing games. I don't.
You don't play air hockey.
Well, air hockey is okay, but
You beat his ass or you kick his ass? I mean,
I haven't played at this trip yet, and I probably won't will. But what I was trying to say was, I don't enjoy playing games besides Counter-Strike. I only play because I want to win tournaments, and I'm in it for the
money.
Yeah, for the money and the competition. I don't.
And the fame, and also probably the groupies. Do you have any groupies?
Well, a few.
A few?
Yeah, a few.
That ain't too bad. That's more than I got. Okay. Anyway, so you and when it comes to the tournament itself, the administration and the PCs, the quality of the PCs, what did you experience any frame drops while flashing or smoking or?
No, I only have one complaint basically that's tournament related, and that's some stupid policy of the hotel that you can't put your shares together. So we were all some of us already.
You should bring a pillow, man.
Yeah, well, it was a bit too late for that.
Like kids have in the cinema. If you're too short, you have this. Goddamn planes passing by. Did we get a shot of that? No. Okay, sorry. The pillow. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you see, the first 3 or so games we got allowed to actually use a few shares more, 2 in my case, and for a couple of the other players they used 2.
Well, what's the reason? Are you short or?
No. I enjoy playing in a elevated position.
Elevated position. Okay, cool.
For the last game, the one we lost in losers bracket, suddenly we wasn't allowed to use the shares anymore, and well, I felt seriously crippled by that, and I'm sure some of the others did as well. You see, two of my team players, teammates, they had to sit on their knees on the shares to go.
Oh, yeah.
And well, imagine playing like that when you've played Counter-Strike for 2.5 years, sitting in a, well, let's say normal position. And you look like Buddha playing like that.
Well, it could be worse, but yeah.
That's basically the only complaint, but well, it did affect me, and I'm sure it affected the others too. Nothing to do, but besides from that, everything was very good, yeah.
Okay, sounds good. But in your opinion, Irby, what is it that CPL does compared to a lot of other tournament organizers? I'm not going to mention any names or anything, but apparently they're very successful of what they're doing. People are being satisfied with what they do and so on. What is it that they're doing differently?
Well, what the CPL is most famous for is its scheduled games. I've never heard of a tournament that has actually gone out of schedule when it comes to CPL events in Dallas. So basically, all of the games are always on schedule, it seems, and it's running very smooth all the time. I really think that's great because when you think about it, there are so many things that can go wrong in a game of Counter-Strike or Painkiller or Quake 3, whatever. Servers can break down and so on. So they seem to manage that pretty well. They seem to have some backup plan and experienced staff. Besides that, I guess the whole the venue and the actual thing that CPL was the first big event that was in Osaka, and since then they have maintained their pretty good.
I mean, they pretty much kept the status of winning CPL is still by far the most prestigious event. I mean, if you win CPL, everybody knows you are the best in the world, kind of. So,
I mean,
you agree with that?
yeah,
You're nodding, so I assume that.
yeah, for sure. I think I don't. You have to. Anyone would disagree with that. CPL in Dallas is it's the event of the year.
Basically, what people say is "see you on CPL" when they mean a big championship. They don't say "see you on Esports World Cup." So it's. I mean, they were there first, and they haven't really lost their position. They've just maintained, they've grown stronger. So, well, it's a winning concept. A lot of companies are hooking up with the idea, and I don't see why they should stop. They're probably gonna get bigger venue in a few years when this one is not enough. So yeah.
Okay, you were saying unexpected things can happen, things break down, and so on. We were talking a little bit prior to this interview. You were encountering some kind of, air problems with the airplane. Can you tell us about the story? What happened? Because there was, when I arrived to Dallas as well, there was this huge thunderstorm, and we were circling around the airport for 1 hour before we could land, actually. But you were in that storm. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, right now the weather is it's very good, very nice. It's not that cloudy at all, and
It's pretty hot, though.
yeah, it's very hot. As you can see on my forehead, I'm swinging.
God damn, it's hot in Texas.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so anyways, sorry. Before the event, it was I was told that the weather was pretty nice, pretty much like this as well. But during the days that when I was supposed to go from Atlanta to Dallas airport, what happened was that basically streets were flooded, and there was a lot of rain going down.
Like day after tomorrow, or
Not really that much, but
biblical proportions?
I guess not that far away. We won't see snow here for a long time, but anyway, yeah. What happened was that the airplane from Atlanta was overbooked, so they put me in a small jetliner, which was.
But the other guys were going with that plane, so
Yeah,
they split you guys up.
I went from Spain, so I was. I went from Sweden. I was in the same line.
Okay.
So what happened was that the small airline, which was like 30 maximum capacity of 30 people or so, was struck by lightning somewhere halfway to. We had to land on a highway. It wasn't really that as dramatic as it may seem.
Sounds dramatic. I never landed on a highway. God damn, I would piss in my pants.
Well, I don't imagine Bruce Willis starring in a movie reproduction of that, but nevertheless, I'd be Bruce Willis.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Yeah, or you would. Anyway, so we were escorted in police vans all the way to Jackson Airport, which I believe is somewhere in the middle of Atlanta and Dallas.
I mean, they drove the plane on the.
Yeah. No, actually, no. They we weren't allowed to. The plane wouldn't start because there's apparently a risk of explosions after lightning strikes plane. So we went to Jackson Airport, and then we went to Dallas from there with Delta Airlines, I think, and we were basically circling the Dallas Airport for 4 hours before we could land because it was
4 hours.
Yeah, it was shut down due to the heavy rain. So I had a great start at the event for sure.
I can imagine, but apparently that was not only the problems affecting the team during the event. You seem to have some problems with the hotel and anything you.
Yeah, well, our boys won the CPL qualifier in Spain, as some of you know already, and what happened was that they were supposed to get a paid trips, full expenses. All expenses paid. So we were supposed to just arrive and enjoy the trip to Dallas and just focus on the gaming part. Unfortunately, something went wrong with the travel agency, which is one of the largest in Spain. Yet they failed to actually pay the hotel Oh, sorry. Maybe I'm giving the wrong information, but they failed to pay the hotel.
Something went wrong anyway. So
So we were basically, well, risking. We were risking. We were basically almost kicked out of the hotel, and we had a lot of complications with all this. I mean, you had.
didn't they say that if you don't pay, we're gonna get the police?
They were actually mentioning that once.
They were mentioning that. I mean, imagine being, put in jail in Texas, like, this scary cops. How would that have been? Would you have gotten your chairs there or a pillow, maybe?
Well,
No.
I must make some corrections. We're not entirely sure that, or well, it's not really. It's kind of unclear, basically.
Unclear is a good word. Things are unclear. Oklart.
Things are unclear whether it was actually the travel agency that messed up or the hotel, because the travel agency and our Spanish partners that have arranged this trip, they said they've actually paid the hotel in time, and that the travel agency has supposedly called the hotel every day since we arrived, and the hotel has always stated that everything was fine with the payment. So we aren't really sure whether the hotel confused us with somebody else's or something.
So nobody's basically confessing, saying, okay, sorry, we fucked up here. Well, oh, did I say that? No, I didn't. Beep.
No, exactly.
You're laughing, huh?
Both parts claim they have acted correct. Well,
Okay. So, but it's solved now. You guys have somewhere to sleep, and apparently you're not in jail now.
oh, well, as you can see, I don't wear any handcuffs here.
Well, the cops are standing behind the camera, and they will cuff them up afterwards. This interview. Thank you to Texas Police. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the interesting part was that one spokesperson for the CPL qualifier was supposed to meet up with the team at the airport, and he didn't show up at all. So that's also a lack of responsibility from their part.
But he's here. Have you met him, or?
We have no idea who that person is. But he
We gonna do some ass whooping here. We gonna find out who that guy is, and we're gonna whoop his ass.
We'll hire you, of course.
Yeah, I'm good at ass whooping, I promise. Okay, well, guys, I think it's time to. What are you guys gonna do tonight? Well, you have nothing to celebrate, I assume. But
I think I will be hooking up with Goodfella. Probably do some
air hockey.
No air hockey, but I guess I'll be doing some more video coverage and take some more photos. Besides that,
nude or
that too, a few, of course, and
okay, whatever.
Well, I mean, there aren't that many activities going on here because we're in the middle of nowhere, basically. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll hook up with a good fella, I guess, or go to the gym or whatever.
Okay. Send in my regards. And what are you gonna do? Looking for pillows or?
No more pillows. I have a lot of those at the hotel room already.
Yeah, they're quite big. Yeah.
Big beds too. No, I believe we are going to just hang out at our pool at our hotel and get ourselves a tan or something.
Yeah, that ain't too bad. Okay, I in good hospitality Texas style, wish you guys a pleasant evening, and thank you for the interview.
Thanks so much.
Oh yeah, we remember. Any last words? Any sponsors to thank? Possibly.
I'd like to thank NVIDIA for actually paying my trip over here, because we had some complications, and I basically phoned Cheryl of NVIDIA and asked her if she could pay my trip, and she said yeah. So that was pretty.
Thank you, Cheryl.
And besides that, yeah, I want to thank some crappy company called QPad for nothing.
For nothing?
Yeah, for nothing. Yeah, they suck.
They don't.
Yeah. And
you're being funny here.
I have a tradition nowadays in interviews, so I'm going to give a shout out to my very best and closest friend, DSN of my own team. Hello, Harley.
Oh, that was, goddamn, that was cute. But no sponsors to thank, anything, or was that covered?
I don't have any sponsors.
You don't have any sponsors. I can see why. Yeah. Sorry, I was kidding.
Well, I'm satisfied with my shout out to my best.
I think you should be. Do I get to do a shout out? You can do one for me, maybe.
Well, I can interview as well
Yeah.
if you want to. So what do you think about the event so far? Is it any good? You like the venue?
Well, I think,
Okay, anyway, so next question. There's an airplane again.
Apart from the pillows, it's quite a good event, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, any shout-outs?
I would like to thank my dog, my mother, of course.
Dog.
Hi, Mom.
What is the name of the dog?
No dog. I mean, DOG. Quincy. Quincy, hello. Say hi to Daddy.
Quincy. This sounds pretty gay, though.
Well, he is gay. I mean, as Gaylord, gay means happy. He's a happy dog.
So you're saying you have a gay dog?
Yeah, he sniffed the groins of other male dogs. I don't know what they're doing, but
Yeah, that ends the interview. We learned that Gex has a gay dog, which explains his own sexuality. So yeah, I think we've covered pretty much most of the interview with anything from the layout of the venue to the fact that Gex has a gay dog. Is that all?
That pretty much wraps it up. Yeah.
Okay. This is Arby. This is Gex.
okay, everybody sit in there.
Bye bye.
Everybody say bye-bye.